to play against a Min-Min, but what you say about the Omoatsu?
It was Omoatsu.
I fear the worst for Rimu, but able to take a game in the first time they played today, so we'll see how many games he can take now.
So, yeah. Coming into grand finals, we have over on winner's side the so far invincible Neo, who has only it's
Butt checking.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it.
Yo!
Oh, he's doing the thing.
Look at the
He's
tech.
doing the thing. He's doing the funny.
What do we call the tech? Is it the funny?
The funny.
Yoinky
Oh,
sport?
no.
Yo!
He's going so quick.
I'm looking at his hands. I want to see how he does it.
Yeah.
Can we get some tech guides?
He tripping.
Tech people in the room.
He
How do you do
tripping.
that? Staying on one foot, man. Yo, Corrin's legs, man.
Neo, on the other hand, practicing his teabags for when he wins. JP falls his opponent twice.
Nice. Alright, you
Hey.
gotta take some
We're getting
sun
a
out.
little disrespectful over here.
A little bit silly.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Whoa,
But none of
whoa.
us can spike.
A
We don't
trade
know how
of
to
blows.
spike.
An exchange of...
Alright, Rimu wins. I love Neo hits the down air, Rimu wins.
And Rimu does it!
Woo! That's what we love to see, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we love to see. These boys are swinging already. This one's gonna be hot
Get
set.
trashed on Neo.
Hot set, hot set. You thought you spiked me?
Yeah.
Why does Corrin's down there?
You thought
Kill
you-
Corrin first. She doesn't need that. Maybe she does.
That Neo a munch.
Oh, from skin. There we go.
That's not Rimu's skin, by the way.
Oh, well.
Yeah, Rimu
Pride
usually
Month
plays
skin.
the...
Let's go.
Yeah.
He knows.
No, Rimu usually plays Moon. Anyway,
There you go.
so coming into grand finals, the oh, never
Not
mind.
this saves.
Okay.
Third time's a charm. All right. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I said,
cool.
it's because Rimu doesn't have his skin.
Wrong skin. Wrong
It's the
skin.
wrong skin, bro. It's the
So
wrong
I shouldn't.
Unless it's the run back of the spike. Ah!
Wait.
Ah, there it is.
Okay,
Rimu's
no,
reset
okay,
the
it
bracket.
always does
He's
that,
reset
okay.
the bracket. He's done it. Well
I was wondering if it was like just one of those weird multi-kit things, but I think Corrin just does die first every time. There you go.
yeah, probably.
The more you know.
Mm.
It's like Bowser's side B. It's like you give these characters these suicide options, you want them to, you know,
kill the
die
game.
first. Exactly. Exactly. I remember Smash 4 Ganondorf, alright? It was fun. I had fun flame choking at the ledge. And I still do in this game.
Pre-patch Crom. Pre-patch Chromicide. That went hard.
Patch Chromicide go crazy.
Yeah. Just bring the game to even and just...
You know what else goes crazy? A bit of Neo versus
Alright.
Rimu. Tell us about it,
Hopefully,
Joe.
yeah, hopefully, third time's a charm. I believe these, okay, they have the right skins, it's all good. Coming in from winner's side, the near invincible Neo, who has only taken a game against, lost a game, rather, against his opponent in Rimu. Neo, probably the best Corrin in the world at this point. Shadik, if you're out there,
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy. This guy is raw with it.
Pull up
And
some
he's showing us exactly why at the moment, as he finds himself with a considerable lead against Rimu, who is the Japanese college / MK Leo. He's a bit of a Min-Min prodigy, I'd also like to say, out of the 2 billion Min-Min prodigies that exist within Japan.
But he's like the Min-Min
But
prodigy.
yeah, he is one of,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
also definitely one of just Tokyo's best players, hands down. And about to maybe prove us as to why Neo might not be that invincible after all.
It's too late, man.
This has been the only man to have been able to take a game off of Neo, but at the moment, oh my god, Neo is all over this guy.
And I mean, if you're watching Neo's gameplay when it came to that, the last couple of seconds where Rimu was towards a kill percent, we were seeing just the one move, the pin. Neo is so good at reacting with pin, hitting it once to try and jump in the air. If you don't think you're going to hit, you can pull out of it. If you get the hit, you can take stock. It's such a good move, and Neo, I feel like he's the only card who's really using it to its full potential.
Yeah. And I'm going to mention this again because I mentioned this before the game, but Neo, in terms of this matchup, I don't know what it's like from Rimu's perspective, but Neo thinks this is quite Corrin favored.
How?
Well...
I'm looking at Min-Min right now. I look at Min-Min, I see Ram Ram. If up B beats Ram Ram, Corrin wins.
Recovering mix-ups is definitely something that makes the matchup not too hard, and Corrin advantage state against Min-Min is very, very good. You need good advantage state against a character like Min-Min, or else your matchup isn't Min-Min favored.
I mean, getting in is half the battle.
If you don't have frame traps, it's rough.
Getting in's half the battle, and once you're in, you have to make your best of it. And Neo getting in very easily with that double parry. Wow, that up air.
Yeah,
Looking
actually,
like Pyro
the
with
down
that
tilt up air actually lost Rimu's jump. So he just got hit by that second up air straight up, and now Neo is a full game ahead, looking very comfortable, and probably showing the reason as to why he thinks this matchup is Min-Min favored, because he destroys Omoatsu every time they play each other, so I'm not too surprised that this is how the game is going at the moment. Neo definitely the favorite to win, but Rimu definitely will probably have something to say about this. He can't go down without a fight.
Hey, comfortable would be the perfect word for it. We can see Neo now just swinging. These fours are coming out. The back air is trying to confirm off of it. Comfortable with just doing these aerials out of shield. I feel like we're just reacting right now. Rimu's really trying to bring this one back in any way that they can. But it's Neos who's reacting. Look at him go!
Neo's reaction times are absolutely rapid.
They're
when it comes
insane.
to scouting out jumps, scouting out parries. He's immensely good, and that helps a lot, especially when you're playing a character like Corrin, because you can get so much off of parries. You can get a grab, you can pressure with F smash, and that's the game. That is literally game one. Okay.
Reacting to jump. Look at him go! And that's just what you can do with this character, man. There's so many sword characters that can make that up air work. You think of Pyre, you think of Sora. Corrin's the one that also has it, guys. Just people don't use this character, sadly. Pin is good. I didn't see a pin kill, but like a pin, what do you call it, tipper kill. I'm waiting for that. That's my favorite Neo moment.
So, speaking of Neo moments, we might be on the verge of having the biggest of Neo moments today, as he finds himself a game ahead. Winner's side, grand finals.
Not if Rimu has anything to say about it. Let's go, college boys. Min Min, let's go, let's go. I love Min Min, and when you're in Japan, you kind of got to, but Rimu's Min Min, especially with the music power-up, goddamn. I'm feeling it now.
I'm going to
feeling those up airs.
Late up airs is a really creative combo starter for Neo. Doesn't manage to find too much off of it. Neo just really struggling to find his footing right now. Neo's just all up in his face. He is all up in his face.
Neo is the best player when it comes to getting these platform resets, and I mean, has a character where it makes it easy to do. You just swing your big old sword, and as long as your timing is right, you will get the hit. And Neo's timing, always right.
Plus, like, Min Min is so easy to juggle, especially with a character like Corrin, who has like fast options with up air and kind of delayable nairs and stuff like that.
Yes.
When Min Min, technically, the only mix-up that you have with your landing is like down air, which gets swatted away by up air hitbox-wise anyway, and like very slightly delayable up Bs that you can use in neutral. But that's kind of
about it.
So it's really rough whenever Rimu's in disadvantaged state, and I'm slowly starting to see why Neo thinks this matchup is Corrin favored.
I mean, I feel like it might not be a Corrin favorite thing. It could just be a Neo favorite thing. Because everything you're talking about, what Min Min's weaknesses, I feel like are playing into Neo's strengths, reacting to some bad defensive options. Min Min not having many of them. If you can call them out, what was that?
I've seen that before. When you throw out one arm slightly before the other, you get this like weird interaction. It happens quite a lot with Megawatt, because Megawatt has the biggest hitbox. Oh my god, that was just a flurry of arms.
42, 50.
You can kind of connect one arm into the other and create this double, very powerful, very high damage hitbox.
It's that 1-2 punch, man. All the boxers need it. If Rimu's going to count himself a fighting game character, you got to have some kind of combos in it. And I mean, they are still not taking stock. We might see a back air off the ledge right now.
Survivability is brilliant at the moment. Just as I say that, he proves me wrong. And Neo has found himself finally managing to take stock.
Absolutely. And I feel like for... sorry, I was waiting for that one to connect, because that is one of Neo's favorite options, man.
He loves
waiting
an
for.
He loves an energy.
Yeah, and I mean, it's you go for it, and the opponent doesn't fall into it. It's at no fault of your own. You can just keep playing. But if they fall into it, they die at 50.
Going for DI down off of the back throw is the most insane thing you could do as Corrin. Because I thought Neo in that. Whenever Corrin is off stage, I thought you'd recover, like, you would prefer a high recovery with Corrin against Min Min, just to avoid the horizontal arms. But Neo actually just going for the low recovery, the lowest of recoveries there in that particular instance. Very brave of him.
If I'm being perfectly honest, I haven't seen the low recovery on their side get punished yet. I do think that the Corrin up B has enough to clank with even the Min Min Ram with the Min Min Dragon Arms. I haven't seen it come into play, and there you could use a counter there, but the edge guy's going to be able to take it with those arms coming.
Yeah, and it's the arms that just can cover air dodge so smart with the placement from Rimu, who had the lead, was behind, and now he's ahead again in terms of percent. But hang on a second, Neo starting something up. Rimu recovering with the down air, but hang on a second, it's looking a little rough. Neo yet again trying to read the air dodge. I know he's looking for VGBC clips to post him, but nah, bro, you're not getting it. You're not getting it.
Do it again. As Sean says, you're not going to clip Neo. Hit him with the tipper pin, please. Get a little
try
tipper pin.
Grab release into pin, and I am going home. If he does it,
we're all going home, because if this is a grand,
technically we actually have to.
If Neo clips, we go home, but Rimu's not. Still got something to say about it. We brought it back. We brought it back.
We're reaching the climax of the game here. Rimu on tournament start
he could've
actually
done
goes
it,
for
bro.
it. Yeah.
Did it for me, but he didn't
Mere
get it.
pixels away, and
It's
Rimu's
way
gonna have
harder.
to watch out the next time he gets sent off stage here, which it happens.
You
And
don't
Evan's-
have
oh my
dodge.
face
Yeah.
clan!
Yeah.
Well, Buzz Esports now actually, as a
Buzz
matter of
clan.
fact, manages to take the tournament with an absolute snipe of a neutral B.
There you go. Corrin, a
cool as
projectile
ever.
character? What the heck?
My words, I love the option.
We would have
coming
thought
in
it, man.
from
But
him,
yeah,
and,
Neo just waits for the opponent to give the air dodge.
photo
Rimu
finish.
gave it, and the stock was gone.
Photo finish.
That was
So,
a sweaty match, boys.
There he has it. Buzz's very own Neo managing to take his first ever Sumapa, I
First
think, for the
Sumapa.
second time that he's here, because I don't think he
There
won
you
the
go.
last one that he was
50%
at.
win rate, I'll take it.
So good
That's
for
not bad.
him. I'll probably, because he speaks English, I'll probably try and get
Yeah,
a
if you want
winner's
to bring him
interview
on for a
out of
chat,
him in a
please
second.
do.
What is it? Neo!
Get in.
Oi, oi.
Do you want to have a chat?
Alright, so we don't really do this on the VGBC side too often, but please take a seat. Since our Sumapa winner, for the first time, we actually have a Sumapa winner that speaks English. So, first off, congratulations, Neo. Is this your first Sumapa win? Because this is your second time here.
It's my second time and it's my first.
First win.
Yeah.
Move your mic up.
Oh,
Move your mic
sorry.
up. Splendid, thank you. So, I believe the only game that you actually lost was against Rimu in Winners Finals.
Yeah.
Did you feel a lot more comfortable in Grands? I didn't watch Winners Finals.
Kinda.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you like just figure some
Kinda
things out about that?
adapt.
Yeah. I mean, you're someone that always preaches the fact that the current Min Min matchup, unlike a lot of what customers used to say, you think it's current favored quite considerably.
Slight.
Why do you think so?
Like once you get the hit, it's hard for Min Min to land and to recover, you know? Like as you've seen.
Yeah,
It's like, right?
It's all just juggling and
Yeah,
advantage, so
yeah,
it
yeah.
makes sense. Because
Like-
you were going for a lot of the air dodge reads and stuff
Yes,
like that.
yes, yes.
And I guess Min Min down air is obviously a recovery mix-up that's used every now and then, but you can kind of just swat that away. Even if it's a
Yeah.
trade, it puts Min Min in a bad spot. So
Yeah, you can trade sometimes, but
usually you just end up winning.
yeah. Because you know the story's big, so.
Okay, so would you say, because you had quite a lot of people that you played against today, obviously Rimu was the one person that managed to take a game. Were there any other games that you fought today that kind of left an impression on you?
Oh, it's definitely the Sumapa set.
Sinoko?
Yeah.
So you entered a tournament last weekend? I forgot what the tournament was called, but didn't you play Sinoko?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 days ago.
And he beat you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, were you playing Joker or were you playing Corrin?
I was playing Corrin
You're playing Corrin.
this time. Yeah.
So, was there like anything that you went into that game thinking differently about? Because do you struggle against Youngling?
Yeah. I think it's bad for Corrin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Younglink is, it's all about frame trapping. Just as much as Corrin as well. Anyway, I won't leave you on for too long because I'm sure those guys will probably want to interview as well. We're quite busy, double interviewer. But yeah, aratamete, congratulations on winning Sumapa today. Very good job.
Thank you.
Well done. And your winners
Thank you guys.
prize is a handshake from the commentators because
Let's
they're in
go.
Japan and we don't get money.
Alright,
Let's
thanks
go.
guys.
Let's go gambling wars. Alright. And off Neo
Actually,
goes
that handshake
over
too
to
early
the
there.
Japanese side to be interviewed by them.
That's-
We
that
love
is
a
an interesting
bilingual
thing to
fellow.
bring
We
up.
love a bilingual fellow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like even if you could bring in the Japanese winners and have a chat with them in Japanese, give a little translation work here and there. I see you do that stuff.
Right.
Maybe.
So, shall we? Yeah, let's close it out. That
That's
concludes
about
it from
it,
us. I've been Sean. You finally got your name now.
Hi,
Yeah.
not Neo. We just had him.
Not Neo,
Archers here.
yeah.
Back in business, but not next week. Haha.
So yeah, the next time, watch. Do you want to talk about upcoming tournaments? Are we doing a restream of like My Smart? Isn't it this weekend?
Yeah, there's a couple tournaments on Saturday.
マイスマ今週末じゃなかった違うでもなんかなかった It's
on sometime. We'll figure it out.
We'll
Maybe.
do
That's a
something
solid maybe.
sometime soon. But I would like
Of
to remind
course.
you of the fact that recently VGBC have started streaming around this time a Street Fighter 6
Yes.
weekly called Paradise Cup.
I think that's the one.
And the 3rd edition of the tournament is going to be happening tomorrow. Starts at the exact same time that Sumapa would. If you're a Street Fighter person, if you're not a Street Fighter person, I highly encourage you to check that out because Street Fighter 6 is a new game. I'm not a fighting game person, I'm only a Smash person. But
I
I went
the game,
over.
but it's fun to watch.
It is
so
so fun to watch. So
Exactly.
fun. So highly recommend you tuning in for that. We will have Sumapa next week, I believe. 来週ありますよね. We'll have Sumapa next week. So please tune in for that as well if we don't have a restream or anything like that happening this weekend. So thank you as always to Watch, who has been working tirelessly behind the stream. Also to Shiragi, who was been helping him out as well. Thank you to Artrix. Thank you to the people that came over from
our international guests.
Yeah, the international guests. And thank you.
Thank you to Sean. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
An excellent commentary that was had.
And we'll conclude it there. So thank you everyone for watching. And peace.
Catch you all on the next one. Disney Wave.